having a wonderful Easter week. What a joy it was to celebrate the resurrection as we do each Easter and every single day. As we continue to reflect on that, I want us to take just a moment to go to Psalm 49. We read these words in verse 7. Truly no man can ransom another or give to God the price of his life, for the ransom of their life is costly and can never suffice, that he should live on forever and never see the pit. But if we go down to verse 15, we see this promise. But God will ransom my soul from the power of Sheol, for he will receive me. If we think about what we're celebrating this week, it's that ransoming of our lives. It's easy to move on. We moved on to tax day and stimulus checks and all these different things after Easter. But when we think about that God has ransomed our very souls from being separated from him from eternity and offered us eternal life, let that hope last far longer than the leftovers from Easter dinner. As we go into the rest of this week, we can still rejoice because that promise isn't good for Easter Day. It doesn't spoil like an Easter dessert. It is good for the rest of our lives and all of eternity. That's the hope that we have. And because that hope is every day, I hope you'll continue to join us for Steadfast, our live streaming event. We're beginning a brand new series this coming week. It's called Closed Doors. And why closed doors? Well, because just like we often get distracted or we miss what God's doing, so too did the disciples. And so we see after the resurrection, they're not immediately out celebrating and proclaiming the gospel. That comes later on Pentecost. They're behind closed doors and scared. And I think as we look at that over the next few weeks, it will help us as we reflect on our calling, our continued call as disciples of Jesus, what it looks like to go forward, to open those doors. So I hope you'll join us next Monday at 7 p.m. Also, our men's Bible study is continuing. We have it tonight, actually in just a few minutes at 7 p.m. It's not too late to join if you'd like to join us as we look at the promises of God in Isaiah. And if you can't be here this week, I hope you'll join us next week. We'll be there again, 7 p.m. on Thursday. We'll be doing that and, of course, some other devotional thoughts throughout the week. And if you need any prayer, don't hesitate to comment on this video or shoot me an email, tim@littlehillschurch.org. We're here for you during this continued time of sheltering at home. I'm ready to pray for you. I know the rest of the team is as well if I have your permission to share. So please don't hesitate to share prayer requests. In the meantime, remember, we go forward serving the God who has ransomed our very lives and offered us eternal life. And as we go into the rest of this week, I can't think of a better thing to focus on than that. I hope you have a wonderful, happy, and blessed remainder of your Easter week and a great weekend.